Hey guys, if you're in EXP World and you're having any sort of issues with it running smooth, the chances are you just have your graphics set too high. So I'm going to show you how you can edit that and what it impacts in terms of the world. So let's take a look at what we have. So I'm going to run over to these people over here just so you can see a couple things. First off, let's look at just everything in general. So here's a nice little view of everybody and some buildings and stuff. So let's go over here to preferences, and we're going to go over here and change the graphics from best down to fastest. Let's just go all the way down so you can see the differences. You can see everything became a little blockier, and it just doesn't look as clear. The clouds don't look as good, versus here, everything looks a little nicer. And there's different levels to that. You can go down, one little piece at a time. I actually recommend let's just start all the way to the bottom. Go all the way to the bottom, and you can edit everything. Move it up slowly to figure out what your computer can handle. Let's look at what the avatar changes do. So if I click over here at preferences, I can go to dynamic, and you notice that they kind of went down in quality just a little bit, not a whole lot. If you go all the way down to simple, they look pretty dumb, but maybe you have to do that if you're running an old laptop. The other thing you can do that's going to have a pretty big impact is something called low draw distance. If I click this, you'll notice everything that's far away literally just disappeared. But rest assured, guys, this sort of stuff is not going to impact your training experience, and I'll show you why. So if we go over here to UXP University, let's go to an auditorium that nobody's in, and let's look at the screens, the training screens. So remember, I have mine set to low graphics, okay? So this is low graphics. Everything's super low. But if I go to one of these, let's look at here, the main screen, right? Or the left webinar, because there's a person here. We can see quality of the image. And let's raise the graphics back up and see how this, or I'm sorry, they were down. Let's lower them all the way and see what that did. Nothing. Didn't do anything. If I raise them all the way up, if I make the avatar full and I increase the low draw distance, it's still the same. And so whether you make your graphics high or low, it's not going to impact the actual training part of EXP World. So make your graphics all the way down and just slowly bring them up until you can figure out what your computer can actually handle, and then go from there. Hope this helped, guys.